Hello people, welcome back to another Crypto Sherpa news video. I know I've been gone for a bit. Just take a little siesta, relax, help out my family, get ready for their 25th wedding anniversary. Congratulations, mom and pops. So glad for you, but I'm back bringing you that daily crypto news. That's right, I'm gonna say daily again because I felt like doing a couple of days wasn't getting too many views, but me doing some short, sweet videos really does just help out. Just give you like 4 or 5 articles. That's it, let's just keep it sweet and simple. But in today's news, we got Walmart's fake news. We got Microstrategy adding more Bitcoin. Ukraine's following in El Salvador's footsteps, and Visa doesn't want to miss the boat. So stay tuned. And we also had a new intro, short, sweet, bam, Crypto Sherpa LLC. If you guys need help getting started in cryptocurrencies, I got links down below to my partnership with Bitcoin consultants worldwide, or you can just click on my website link and book an appointment right there. All right, so let me share the screen with you so we can dive right on into the news articles. If you'd be so kindly though, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and share with your friends because it helps with the algorithm. All right, and here we go. So first up, Litecoin creator Charlie Lee on the fake news of Walmart. This time we really screwed up, he says. Lee admitted to that the Litecoin Foundation was partially responsible for spreading the false story. Key takeaways from this are that Charlie Lee appeared on Bloomberg this afternoon to discuss a fake press release that suggests Walmart would use Litecoin. Lee denied that the Litecoin Foundation was involved in the incident and said that neither he nor the project profited from it. However, he did take responsibility for the Litecoin Foundation's accidental role in spreading the story. Litecoin creator Charlie Lee appeared on Bloomberg TV today to discuss a fake press release that appeared this morning. Lee was fooled by the news. Earlier today, a fake news release suggesting that Walmart had plans to accept Litecoin as a payment was published. It quickly circulated among various news outlets, including Reuters. During an interview this afternoon, Lee said that he was initially taken in by fake news. I was like, wow, that's awesome, and it turned out to be fake, Lee told Bloomberg reportedly, Emily Chang. He explained that the global newswire, which initially published the press release, is working with authorities to investigate the incident and its perpetrator. Reportedly, Global Newswire also intends to implement stronger authentication for those who submit future press releases. Lee said that his project has a little role to play in the investigation in terms of us as the Litecoin Foundation. That's not much we can do, Lee said. He added that fake news is often spread both in the crypto industry and the world of traditional stocks trading. The Litecoin Foundation saw no benefits to this. Lee asserted that the fake news did not come from an individual involved in the Litecoin Foundation. It's definitely not anyone on our end, so I'm going to deny it, he said. He also argued that the Litecoin Foundation did not benefit from the price surge that resulted from the press release. Lee revealed that he only holds about 20 LTC personally. This means I have no incentives to do something like this, he noted. Lee noted that Litecoin is a decentralized project, meaning that anyone may have had the motive to submit fake news. Despite those denials, Lee took responsibility for Litecoin's social media accounts, one of which accidentally shared the news today. He said that Litecoin Foundation now understands how influential its Twitter accounts is and that it will better verify news in the future. I mean, we try very hard not to tweet fake news, and this time we really screwed up. We will try harder, Lee said. So yeah, that news right there. It wasn't based on a Litecoin rush. It was just fake news that just came out of nowhere. But you know what wasn't fake news was the spike that came with it. I remember waking up this morning, or no, I was on my way to work. I looked on my phone and I was like, what? Litecoin's at $230? That just shot up $60 within an hour's time. But then as more news articles came out and say that Walmart, so the tweet was deleted, people are saying, no, that's fake news right now. Okay, so it may have been fake news, but that spike was not. So imagine when you hear like Amazon or other bigger corporations get into this, and you're going to see Litecoin probably skyrocket to $1,000 within like the day's time. Like you're going to see it shoot up to $60 and $100. So don't FOMO in, people. Just slowly start stacking up right now. Invest $20 every paycheck. Just start off a little if you can't afford a lot right now, but start stacking your Satoshis, your Litecoins, your Divi, and Theta, because just by seeing that spike, cryptos are going to explode like no other, especially within the next 5 years, as Visa says. But we'll get to that article later on. Let's move on to our next article. Ukraine's blueprint to Bitcoin adoption. Ukraine's strategic path to Bitcoin adoption would likely include nuclear-powered mining and holding Bitcoin as a state reserve. Just days ago, on September 8th, 2021, the Ukrainian parliament passed a law that legalized and regulated Bitcoin in the country. The bill, drafted in 2020, passed with the support of 276 lawmakers. Only 6 lawmakers voted against it. Ukraine could plausibly be a natural fit for Bitcoin adoption, as the population is reportedly dissatisfied with their current monetary system, which emerged when the fiat currency replaced carbovanots in a financial overhaul that happened 25 years ago this week. Ukraine has a very diverse energy mix that could draw in global Bitcoin miners. The country is heavily dependent on nuclear energy. Ukraine currently has 15 nuclear reactors, generating about half of its electricity. Nuclear reactors are a great source of power that can be harnessed by Bitcoin mining far from cities. If Ukraine were to expand its nuclear facilities, it would not need to build additional electrical infrastructures to transport that power back to its residents. It could simply mine Bitcoin with the energy produced instead. The state could then hodl or sell the Bitcoin to supplement their GDP. Nuclear energy could be one of the most lucrative Bitcoin mining strategies for the Ukraine. The country currently receives most of its nuclear services and nuclear fuel from Russia, but it's reducing this dependence by being fueled from the American Westinghouse Electric Company. The increased reliance on diverse sources of nuclear fuel, paired with a nation-state Bitcoin mining strategy, could alleviate Russia's overbearing influence on the country. Ukraine's president, Vladimir Zelensky, is similar to El Salvadorian Nayib Bukele in that both are leaders of a young population who have strong desires for change. It remains unclear whether and to what extent the Bukele and Zelensky have been in discussions with one another. One plausible path forward for Ukraine is to legalize Bitcoin as legal tender as soon as possible, and to use that and the fiat hryvnia together while mining Bitcoin with nuclear energy to build up a treasury with Bitcoin reserves. In time, the nation could rely on Bitcoin exclusively as the dominant currency. Last week, President Zelensky formally announced Ukraine's arrival onto the Bitcoin world stage in San Francisco City, AM reported. President Zelensky said, "Our meeting here in Silicon Valley is a great opportunity to discuss the prospects for the development of the IT sector and innovations in the Ukraine." He continued, "Our country is rapidly transforming and adopting innovations over the past year. We have managed to make a real breakthrough in the digital sphere. And last week, El Salvador became the first country in the world to make Bitcoin legal tender. The world is watching this experiment, and Bitcoiners are eager to see what country will be next to adopt Bitcoin as a nation, are forced to compete or be left behind." There's a little Pinterest tweet of Nation A, Nation P, don't buy, buy. And it all comes together where you don't buy when central banking is unaffected, but you buy when A and B become early adopters but give up monopoly on money. So eventually someone's going to get rich, and being the early adopter is where you want to be. Just last week, Edward Snowden urged nations to embrace Bitcoin after El Salvador made Bitcoin legal tender. The game theoretic prisoner's dilemma of the nation's Bitcoin adoption started playing out on global geopolitics. Famous whistleblower Edward Snowden highlighted that Bitcoin favors those that adopt it early, thereby putting pressure on other nations, which will be penalized for being laggers. So it's so true right there, what he's saying, because El Salvador did it first, they made it legalized tender. It was sure, there was a dip. That was governments and other countries and banks trying to push down to go, oh, look, you guys failed. But in reality, they were able to do all their transactions without the need of a centralized banking system. They used their Lightning Network app, their wallet, I forget what it was called, but by purchasing Starbucks, McDonald's, pizza, to just local services in the country, they're doing business without a third party. It's literally from A to B, and that's what cryptocurrency is all about. You don't need the middleman anymore. So this is really putting the pressure on other countries to adopt Bitcoin as legal currency. And again, people remember, Bitcoin's scarce. There's only 21 million. So once it's all run up, you really see a flush into Litecoin, Ethereum, Cardano. Basically the top 20, even 100 tokens out there are going to see a huge surge once cryptocurrency really adopts. And like, again, we saw that with Litecoin in the last article where, what was that? Like, it just spiked like crazy. And so like we will see that with the other cryptocurrencies very soon, definitely within the 5 years. So, so I'm glad to see Ukraine legalize it, and I can't wait to see who's next. In our next article, we have MicroStrategy adds Bitcoin stash, now holds $5.1 billion in it. But between July and September, MicroStrategy has added 8,957 Bitcoin to its holdings. The MicroStrategy has purchased another 5,050 Bitcoin, bringing its total holdings to 114,042 Bitcoin. Man, I wish I had at least a fraction. I'd be happy with even 5 Bitcoin in my wallet. So, MicroStrategy increases BTC holdings. MicroStrategy has added a further 5,050 Bitcoin to its holdings. The U.S. business analytics firm announced it had added a further 5,050 Bitcoin to its balance sheet. Monday, the latest investment follows the firm's August purchase of 3,907 BTC. Between July 1st, 2021 and September 12th, 2021, MicroStrategy bought about 8,957 Bitcoin for a total of $419.9 million in cash, at an average price of $46,875 per Bitcoin. According to the 8-K form filed with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, to date, the company had acquired 114,042 Bitcoin, valued at $5.1 billion at current price. To acquire all Bitcoin holdings, it spent $3.16 billion at an overall average price of $27,713 per unit. MicroStrategy started buying Bitcoin in July 2020 when its CEO, Michael Saylor, announced a plan to accumulate alternative assets to replace the cash held on its balance sheet. MicroStrategy was one of the first publicly traded firms to add Bitcoin reserves to its balance. Its large bets on Bitcoin serve as a catalyst for institutional and corporate interests in emerging asset class. MicroStrategy has sold $1.5 billion worth of senior bank notes to investors and raised more than $500 million to invest in Bitcoin through a stock offering. With its current reserve, MicroStrategy is the largest Bitcoin holder among all publicly traded companies, followed by Tesla, Galaxy, Digital Holdings, Square, Marathon Patent Group, and Coinbase. After bullish conditions in the Bitcoin market, the price for MicroStrategy's master stock has shot up 49% year to date. However, the stock has recently been on a downward trend in tandem with Bitcoin market slump. The stock is currently trading at $605, a decline of more than 24% after registering a high above $800 on August 9th. So the stocks may be down, but it's all about cryptocurrencies, and MicroStrategy gets it. Like, he knows, like, by switching over to Bitcoin, that is a better asset to hold, because why do you want to hold cash when they keep printing more and more of it every single day? We had all these stimulus checks, COVID lockdown shutdown, inflation's going on. So you want something that's going to increase in value over time. And with all his holdings being about like 27,000 per Bitcoin, he is still in the green. So he's still loving life. Like, at least he's doubled his money from the current investment. So kudos MicroStrategy and all those other companies following through and just collecting as much Bitcoin as you can. So people, get it while you can before these big guys gobble it all up. All right, and to finish the news today, all right, is it last one? There might be another article. I don't know which one this one is. I will see that later, but I believe this was the last article of the day. Visa CEO says crypto could become extremely popular in 5 years. Despite being only a little over a decade old, crypto has gained tremendous popularity in its short time being in the public purview. Cryptos have collectively grown to over $2 trillion valuations, beating out big companies like Apple and Microsoft. Adoption has followed the same trend in recent years. The current count for people investing in crypto has put the number as little under 10% of the world being invested in crypto. Now, I remember, like, when I was getting started, I think it was like maybe even less than 2%. So within this year, we had a big run of people adopting crypto. It's becoming more mainstream. The word's getting out there. What it does, people are educating themselves. So Guys, can't wait till we see like 100% full adoption. Like prices are going to be so crazy, you're going to wish you got it at these times. But in comparison, the growth of revolutionary technologies like the internet have shown that crypto is headed for mainstream adoption in the next 5 years. Given this, payments companies like Visa, PayPal, and MasterCard have all developed crypto strategies to put them at the forefront of this new mode of payment. The giants no doubt believe in the future cryptocurrencies, giving them reasons to all build out their platforms to support these new currencies. Visa has been making strategic steps toward total crypto and blockchain support in recent years. According to Visa CEO Alfred Kelly, Visa is making sure that if cryptocurrency gets as big as everyone expects it, then they want to be in the middle of it. Crypto could be mainstream in 5 years. CEO Alfred Kelly was on the Leadership Next podcast with CEO of Fortune, Alan Murray, to talk about the future of cryptocurrency. Kelly expresses thoughts on where cryptocurrencies could be in the next 5 years. According to the CEO, crypto could become extremely popular. On the flip side of this, Kelly opined that just such as much crypto could be very successful. It could also end up flopping. Kelly explained that even though crypto may not be going anywhere, Visa wants to be ahead of it. What I like most about our business, Alan, is that we don't pick winners and losers, Kelly told Murray, explaining what may happen with crypto in the next 5 years. I don't know how far the cryptocurrencies are going to take off, said Kelly. Let's say in 5 years, it was a fad and no big deal, or will it be extremely popular? I'm not smart enough to know, but what I'm smart enough to do is make sure the company is in the middle of it today, Kelly added. Visa wants to be prepared. CEO Alfred Kelly said that Bitcoin is seen as a digital successor to gold. Thus, the company was working towards enabling the purchase and conversion of cryptocurrencies. Visa's plan to enable its customers to seamlessly convert their cryptocurrency into fiat currency. But Kelly explained that the company was also focusing on using crypto to move cash and not just being used as payments. If it takes off and we get our fair share of or more of the volume because we anticipate that it could possibly take off and become big business, we certainly want to be prepared for that. And I think we've got off to a great start, Kelly said. Visa has long implemented solutions to bring blockchain and crypto services to its customers. The payment giant also boasts various partnerships with crypto companies that have seen to implement crypto debit cards for customers to spend their cryptos. The company also is integrating blockchain solutions to enable faster and more efficient transactions to its platform. And yes, these guys have been working with debit cards. I wish I had my wallet on me because then I could have showed you. Like I use the Litecoin blockchain card, where you just download the app, set up your seed phrase, and then load up your Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, or Ethereum, and then it's partnered with Visa, so you can spend it anywhere Visa is accepted. So yeah, Bitcoin is going to be adopted. Be with it, don't be with it. Invest only what you're willing to lose. That's what I always say, because nobody knows the future where everything can go. Cryptos can go straight to the bottom. Something else could come into play, but just do your research, people. That's all I can say to you. Like, follow the news, follow the money, follow the economy, see what's going on in the world, because cryptocurrencies is not based in your own country, wherever you may be at. Like, cryptocurrency is for everyone around the world. So if your country's saying don't do it, see what other countries are doing, because that's what's happening with cryptocurrencies. Alrighty, and to finish things off, hold on, let me see, this might be one more article. Oh, we do have one more article. Cardano successfully applies Alonzo hard fork and adds smart contract capabilities to its blockchain Bitcoin news. So yes, I totally forgot about this one, but Cardano implemented smart contracts now with its new hard fork, so that was big news. But Cardano, the third cryptocurrency ranked by market cap, has successfully applied the Alonzo hard fork, adding smart contract capabilities to its functionality. The update that had been deployed in testnet days ago finally was incorporated in mainnet yesterday. Cardano is now looking to deploy DeFi apps, and there are already several parties working on widening the Cardano ecosystem in that regard. Cardano, one of the leading cryptocurrency chains by market cap, has successfully applied the Alonzo hard fork. With this update, the chain has added support for smart contracts to its blockchain. The update that happened yesterday after being deployed in testnet features the inclusion of Plutus, a Solidity-like language that will allow programmers to put scripts on chain. With this update, Cardano is now a new challenger in a crowded DeFi ecosystem that is dominated by other, more established chains in the space like Ethereum and Solana. However, Cardano has already garnered some support from third parties and has a diverse ecosystem of DeFi apps that are being worked into Cardano's ecosystem. About this, Input Output, the company behind Cardano's development, stated that 150 projects are developing their ideas via Cardano's Project Catalyst Innovation Program. The company shared a map of the Cardano ecosystem in its official hard fork blog post. Yeah, you see here, it's a pretty big ecosystem. Not as big as Ethereum. I know Theta, that's my guy there. It's, I think, a little smaller, but I think I like more of the people. Like, who do we got in here? Lending, Kitty Party, Liquidation, Dex Liquidity, CoinLink, Finance, the wallets. So they do have a lot of wallets they work with. Treasure, I definitely recommend Treasure as a hard wallet, or get yourself a crypto-only laptop through Calyx Solutions. Payments, others, and MT Gaming. So yeah, they have a whole ecosystem. But expectations must be managed. However, even with the successful application of this update, Input Output advised users to manage their expectations regarding the upcoming ecosystem of dApps. It stated, there are high expectations resting on this upgrade, some unreasonably, so Cardano watchers may be expecting a sophisticated ecosystem of consumer-ready dApps. Available immediately after the upgrade, expectations need to be managed here. The company took a jab at Ethereum, stating that the first decentralized app to appear on the chain had to wait over 2 years before its first app picked up some steam from the audience. The implementation of the smart contracts in Cardano has faced a lot of criticism. Some users complained on social media that certain apps were experiencing problems in testnet, such as requiring significant time for transactions to be processed. Input Output stated that Cardano's approach to smart contracts is a new one, and developers must embrace parallelism and multiple transactions to take better advantage of the possibilities the chain offers. Now, what do you think of Cardano's Alonzo hard fork and its new support for smart contracts? Tell me down below in the comments down below, because I want to know what you guys think of Cardano. Do you favor them? Do you favor Ethereum? Do you favor Theta? I know Theta's not getting too much news out there, but they do have smart contracts as well in them, and also, like, they have a hackathon going on, so they are bringing over 250 people right now entering the contest to build some dApps, build some new websites, better the streaming services and whatnot. Like, they have a lot of stuff going for them, so don't throw Theta under the bus. Yeah, go take a look at them and see what's going on. If you have any experience with Ethereum programming but can't get your application out because of fees, try Theta. Their upgrade allowed them to be able to support Ethereum programming upgrades to the Theta blockchain network. So yeah, give your little feet a dip and see how the Theta team works. And so finishing us off, let's go over the coin market cap news, or the coin market cap pricing. Bitcoin is currently down 20% today. Ethereum's down 61%. Cardano's down 2.73%. Binance Coin's down 2. XRP's down 1.9. It's a lot of red today. Solana's down 2%. And Dogecoin's down 3.79. Terra's 99. Uniswap's the Litecoin's 1.16. And Algorand is down 10%. So much down red today. Theta is down 3.37, but this is a crypto world, extremely volatile, so prices can change within a day's time. So we could be in the green tomorrow. But yeah, and lastly, let's go over the Crypto Fear and Greed Index. We are back in fear territory, so woo, way to go. Fear is at 30. Yesterday was at 44, but last week we're in the extreme greed territory. So, like, right now is the time to buy, because if you do not understand this, extreme fear can be a sign that investors are too worried. That can be a great buying opportunity. But also, when investors are too greedy, that means the market is due for a correction. But so people are getting pretty fearful right now, so it's a great time to be greedy. So people, I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends if you got something from it. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. And again, be safe out there. Never share your seed phrases with anybody. Keep your cryptos on a hard wallet, not a website or exchange. And don't trust the banks. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. The Crypto Sherpa. We'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.